Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Learning Math. Today we came up with a topic linear inequalities only, and see the problem is solve for x if x square is less than or equal to 100. And see the options. Option A, x less than or equal to 10. Option B, x greater than or equal to 10. Option C, minus 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 10. Option D is none of these. See students, if you wanted to try this problem, you can pause the video and try your own way and come back to this one and see all of your options and verify your answer whether your option is matching with the correct answer or not. Okay, and now let me getting into the problem, and it is given as x square is less than or equal to 100. I am writing here x square is less than or equal to 100. But commonly most of them will do a common mistake. That is, by looking into it directly, what we will come to know is applying square root on both sides. Okay, what will happen if I do like that? I am applying square root on both sides. Okay, and I will cancel these to each other. I will be writing x here less than or equal to root 100 will be written as, it is 10 only. Root 100 can be written as 10, and suppose this is what my answer I am getting. Okay, because I followed some mathematical rules that we have learned so far. And if you're looking into this, and I will verify my answer with options, option A is clearly matching with it. But shall I say this is my right answer? But option A is absolutely wrong answer. So most of the students will be doing this process. But if you do this process, your answer is exactly wrong. Why this is wrong? Why I am saying this is wrong? Let me say, your solution is values of x are less than or equal to 10. I will consider one value of x, let's say minus 20, because it is less than or equal to 10 only. Minus 20 is below 10. I am substituting x is equal to minus 20 in this equation, because if this is your solution, it has to get satisfied by this. Let me substitute minus 20 into this, and I am going to get minus 20 square should be less than or equal to 100. Minus 20 square value is 400, less than or equal to 100. This is absolutely wrong, which means your solution x less than or equal to 10 is going to be failed at x is equal to minus 20. This is failed, which means that it is not correct. It is not giving you all values are correct. Some values are wrong in this. And why this is wrong? And where did we do the mistake? We followed everything correctly, then why it is failed? So this kind of particular problems we need to keep on, we need to focus on. And what is the mistake that we people are doing? Okay, so the mistake here is applying square root on both sides is the mistake here. Because it is a variable, after you are applying square root, don't write as it is again a variable. There is a mathematical basic property we have. But forget about that. I will teach you another algebraic method now. Okay? Listen everybody. So as I can say, option A is not correct, because it is not satisfying this inequality all the times. Now, what is the method we need to follow? The method that we need to follow is simply bring this 100 to the left side, so that x square minus 100 less than or equal to 0. 100 would be written as 10 square, and a square minus b square formula, x minus 10 multiplied with x plus 10 less than or equal to 0. Got it. Now you want x values so that this product should be less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 indicates what? Negative. This product should be always negative for what values of x? That is what it says. See, in this product I have two terms. One is x minus 10, one more is x plus 10. After I multiplied these two, I need to get a negative number. And when this is possible, if this total factor is positive and if this is negative, positive multiplied with negative I can say it is negative number only. Yes, correct. The after multiplication you will get less than 0. Or one more solution is, first may be negative, second may be positive. After you multiply again negative. These are the only choices that we have. Now what I'll do here is, I will go with this method and this method. And again I have a shortcut trick. What is the value of x which decides? X minus 10 is positive or x minus 10 is negative. That is, x is equal to 10. If you take x is equal to 10, what will happen? If you take x is equal to 10, it becomes 0. I am talking about the first factor. Similarly, I will talk about second factor later. But I am teaching you one method, concept here. Listen carefully. X minus 10 becomes 0 at x equal to 10. If x is more than 10, it becomes positive. If x is below 10, it becomes negative. Completed. So 10 is a deciding factor, deciding number. Coming back to here, x plus 10. It becomes 0 for x is equal to minus 10. More than minus 10, it becomes positive. Below minus 10, it becomes negative. So for this kind of problems, the shortcut method is very simple. Take a number line like this. Take the 2 points which are deciding your factors as positive or negative. Those 2 points are, one is 10 and the other is minus 10. I am taking 10 is here because it is a greatest number. Minus 10 is here, and this is a number line. As I said, you always have to take a number line. Now you see very simple. If I take a number below minus 10, let us say minus 11 suppose. X is equal to minus 11. Below minus 10 region I am talking about. And what is this factor? If you take in place of x minus 11, it becomes what? Minus 11 minus 10. It is minus 21 negative, I can say. This becomes what? Minus 11 and plus 10. It is a minus 1, again negative. So negative into negative, it becomes a positive. In this region, the entire value of the expression is positive. Similarly, coming back to minus 10 to plus 10. You consider any one value, let us say 0 suppose. Let us say one value called 0. If x equal to 0, what will happen? Let us see whether this product is negative or positive. If I take x equal to 0 in this, 0 minus 10 is negative. Into 0 plus 10 is positive. What I am getting? Negative into positive. It is negative, right? So your expression is negative in this region. And after 10, after 10 what will happen? You can take x is equal to 11 suppose. You take x is equal to 11. If I take x equal to 11, what will happen? 11 minus 10, it's a positive number. Into 11 plus 10, it's a positive number again, right? It's a positive number. So positive into positive, it is positive. Got it? So my answer is, your expression completely negative you need to have. So where to where, for what values of x, this expression will be negative. That is what your intention. And where it is happening? Here it is happening. The values of x must be minus 10 to below 10, minus 10 to up to 10. The values of x, if you are taking like that, this expression becomes negative. That's enough, right? So you are getting an answer. Your answer is, I am erasing this now. So your answer is very simple. Your answer is this expression should be negative. I can say it is from minus 10 to plus 10. And what about equal to minus 10 and equal to plus 10? If x equal to minus 10, what will happen? If I take x equal to minus 10, this becomes 0. 0 into anything will be 0. Or equal to symbol is there, right? This or equal to symbol will be satisfied. I can take or equal to. Similarly, you can go for x equal to 10 also. If I take x equal to 10, 10 minus 10, 0. And 10 plus 10 is 20, less than or equal to 0. So this is 0, less than or equal to 0. Don't consider less than or equal to is there, right? And that is satisfying, so I can say this can be also taken. Now your answer is minus 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 10. So I hope you clearly understood this, and your answer is option C is the right answer, not option A. Okay, you can consider any number which is in between minus 10 to plus 10 will satisfy x square less than or equal to 100. Okay students, I hope you people clearly understood this, and this is how your answer will work. And not only this, I will give you one more example. If suppose, okay, you can make it as a shortcut trick, children. How can I make it as a shortcut? Very simple. If suppose I have x square less than or equal to a square, okay, where a is a positive number, suppose, then I can say directly the solution will be x belongs to minus a2 plus a, or you can write your x is in between minus a2 plus a. This is a shortcut you need to remember. If suppose I am giving you one problem something like x square less than or equal to 64, what do you answer immediately? Your x value is in between minus 8 to plus 8. Or else if suppose I am giving x square is less than or equal to 5. See, 5 is not a perfect square, but still we can write this as x square less than or equal to root 5 the square. And again apply the same rule that x is in between where to where? Minus root 5 to plus root 5. So this is how the shortcuts can be done. If suppose your people are given with any number, you have to go with this process. I hope everybody clearly understood. Thanks.